Okay, so back in the day, man, you're on the internet. It's like 1996. You're just downloading your NES ROMs, a little bit of time on your 14 by 4 connection. You usually get right and make sure you get all your ROMs. Well, or you could go forward a little bit, in the future, and you've gotten like a complete set of ROMs, and you're going through your NES ROMs, looking at all this stuff you can play, and you look down and you say, "There's like Transformers for NES," and you're like, "Yo, I never played no Transformers for NES. I never heard of it." It's actually the Famicom version, and the reason why you've never heard of it is because it's super shit, and it's so bad that they never brought it over. And so this right here would be an example, a classic example really, of which Japanese call Kusoge, or basically a legendary shit game. Not only is the game shit, it's legendary shit. And it's one of those games, it's like, as soon as you play it, as soon as you start, you press start, before you even know what you're doing, like what guy you are or anything like that, some airplane just flies down and kills you in like 2 seconds. Maybe not even that. You got like a split second to figure it out. And so what's going to happen? Every time you get someone to play it, you can sit there and wait. You sit there and wait, because as soon as it's their turn to play, they're going to play it, and they're going to get killed by that airplane, and you're going to get there and sit to giggle like, ha ha ha, you suck. And then it becomes this sort of routine. So every time someone else goes new over, you get your group of buddies like, "Hey man, you want to play some Transformers on Nintendo?" He's like, "Yeah, I played that. I've never heard of that." And so they'll play it, and then they'll get their ass kicked, and you're like, "Yeah man, how'd you like that?" And so, years and years pass by. You just like, no one can beat Transformers. Level 1's impossible. And then one day, when you think that you're the baddest badass, you done beat your Contras, your freaking Castlevanias, you done beat Ninja Gaiden, you beat Silver Surfer, you beat Battletoads. You're like, you know what? There ain't shit I can't beat. I'll be able to beat this stupid ass Transformers game. And so you load on. You realize that actually most of the level can be beat by just running as full speed as fast as you can. You'll go underneath the planes. Then you'll get to level 2 and it'll be impossible. And you're like, well, damn, I want to beat this bastard now. And it's just like, but the only thing is, you have to use the continue code because it's so freaking hard. But you have set rules for yourself. It's like, I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to use the cheat codes, okay? And so what you have to do, you got to think real hard because you done got smart over the years. Hell, you beat Solomon's Key, man. You're the best at what you do. And so you're like, think to yourself at a philosophical level deep down inside, like you and Nietzsche, like, having debates and stuff with Plato in your mind. And like, you come on, it's like, dude, this game's really broken, right? They don't know it's that hard. They made the game and then just put some enemies in it, and they never played it. They never played it to see how hard it was. And it's like freaking impossible. But because it's a game that's broken, you yourself could break it. And so what you want to do is you run back to the end of the first level, right? And there'll be some enemies that finally come on the screen slowly that don't hit you. And if you hold down A button or B button, whatever the shoot button is, you'll keep shooting them. And so you just put a clamp or a rubber band on it, and then you go to sleep overnight, vindicated, because when you wake up and come home the next day from work or whatever the stupid shit you're doing in your life, feeding cows or some shit, you're going to come home for feeding the cows, and there, your Transformer dude, he's going to have crown men just like Super Mario Brothers, and you can use that to beat the game. The game is called Transformers No Convoy, which I think is translated directly into English as Where the Fuck is Optimus Prime, because he's not in this game. You play Rodimus Prime. I don't know much about my Transformers, lore or whatever. I got a friend who, he's done seen all the 37 Michael Bay movies. He's got all the Generation 1 action figures. I mean, and his alarm tone is literally the entire soundtrack to the Transformers movie. But, whatever he wants to do. I mean, whatever you want to do in your life. But there's, as a franchise, Transformers franchise, this game makes no sense. I mean, you fight some things. You fight Godzilla. You fight Icons and Decepticons as bosses or whatever. But this game's like shit as a Transformers game. It's real crap. You can transform. It's useless. It's mainly used to go underneath a couple of little platforms, just turn a little truck. But you're so slow, you'll get killed by dumb enemies. And so this game really has no merit outside of trolling your friends with it. That's classic Kusoge right there. And so when you judge this game, there's basically two ways you want to judge it on. You're like, it's supposed to be notoriously hard, but it actually isn't. It's a trick. And then it's supposed to be like just a super shit game. It is pretty bad. It's got terrible controls. It sucks real bad. And so, Big Kitty, she loves the Kusoge. She loves digging in crap, and she's going to give it, you know, one paw. But Brian wanted the challenge. Brian wanted to actually beat this, you know, obscure piece of crap game. He literally freaking imported that shit from Japan. It was only like $8, but, you know, he imported it from Japan, and he literally went and he got the gyro mic copy or whatever it is. It has a damn converter chip in it, so he could put it in the actual Japanese copy in his NES to do it. Because Brian was going to be legit, because, you know, if you're going to beat the super hardest game ever, you can't do it on emulation, man. It's got to be the real thing. And so Brian was upset when he goes and he beats the game, and it's just a freaking joke. Because, you know, you can get Crown Man and just bust through the shit, but, you know, however, that's what would happen. So Brian's not giving it a paw, so we only get one paw up for this piece of turd. But hey, man, don't buy this game. But, you know, you should have it in your ROM collection already, and you can play it for 5 minutes and, you know, get killed by the first airplane, just like millions and millions of young Japanese kids before you.